Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for the Cubs. Number 70. Been a pretty impressive first year in the big leagues for him.
Well, he's a Rookie of the Year candidate, and what I'm impressed by is his ability to make quick adjustments. The control and command has been there, something you don't see in young pitchers. But I think he's got more than just Rookie of the Year potential, but perhaps a Cy Young in the future.
And we're that's the ball from Wrigley Field. The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Ball. The Yanks would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now.
Hey! A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
The 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one, and there's one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And Chris, here we have a deep and talented lineup against a pitcher who's not exactly among the league's best.
Well, this is when you can make your money as a hitter, and I'm expecting them to put up plenty of offense in this one. When you got a lineup this stacked, it's a tough job to keep them in check for any pitcher. We'll see what kind of fireworks they can provide here.
Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. Just underway here from Wrigley. And that drops in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Late with the swing there. Two down, nobody on.
That's
His
the ball.
stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy.
That's the ball.
That one misses. 3-1 now.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And there's ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
2-0. And that misses as well.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
3-0 down. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak. After the loss yesterday afternoon, where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, and starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Clark Schmidt. What do you have on him, Siggy?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
This afternoon, the center
Crow Armstrong made off with 4 stolen bases in his last game.
You want to know how rare his 4-steal game was? In MLB history, only 3 players have more than 5 games like that. Ty Cobb, Vince Coleman, and Ricky Henderson. Ricky's special, though. He did it 19 times in his career. Crazy.
Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Next offering is fouled back. Runner goes again. In the dirt. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Brent Rooker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at third here. Nobody out. In there. Sets him down on strikes.
Batting third.
Huge strikeout there. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Nico Hoerner.
Well, this guy commands a lot of attention, both at the plate and on the bases. When you talk about that game-changing speed, it really is a distraction. And I tell you what, when I had teammates that had that kind of speed, I love hitting behind them because, you know, many times they were in scoring position, so easier RBIs to get. Nice player right here, leading the National League in stolen bases.
Now, Brent Rooker.
No, that missed. That's the
Close,
ball.
but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Runner on at third, one gone. And that one
Low.
cutting but missing down low. Foul ball there. Two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Rooker wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. A base hit as a run scores.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
One down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Yeehaw!
Ripped to first, caught. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Rice went deep in his most recent game.
Outside, ball.
Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Line to left, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he starts off the second with a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over him. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Ball.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Rice leads off second with nobody out.
Yeehaw.
The 1-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Yankees even it up.
Love how you let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next for New York, Jose Caballero. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Late on that fastball. One on, nobody out. A run in here at the top of the second. That misses the zone, and 1-1. In the dirt. Swings and misses. And about front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. tied up here in the early going. Ground ball left side into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Hee-haw!
One out. Runners at first and second.
Ball.
That one catches the zone. That is strike 2. Two on, one out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2.
That's
Ball,
a really
that's high.
good take.
The next pitch
That's the ball.
misses. 3-2 now.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two and 0 the count. Here it comes. Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Volpe flying around third and headed home. He will score and they take the lead. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run double and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runner at second, 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now walked his first time.
That's the ball down.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Here's a 1-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that is that. The 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2. Stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
That clips the corner. Schmidt, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. The 0-1.
That's
Nobody
low. That's
in
a
the
ball.
league has more stolen bases than he does this season. He has been dangerous. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Hoskins launched a homer in his most recent game. On the ground. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
You know, these Yankees do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And that one fouled off.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Ball.
Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. A double and a run scored his first time up. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a ground ball. Corner to first, and the Yanks go quietly. Yankees 3 and the Cubs 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Swanson.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Check swing of the 0-2. Appeal to first. No swing. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
High fly ball, right field. Judge settles under this one. One away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 33, Moises Ballesteros.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Now the 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number
Back
4,
to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Lined into right. And that is that. And the Cubs are down in order. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Volpe.
Here, what?
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
This one in the air right field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Jose Caballero.
Volpe aboard here at first with nobody out. Lays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one fouled off. The Yankees trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball, that's in.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one in there across the letters. No outs, runners at first and second. That one missed.
That's high.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, left field. Brings it in.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Two on, one out. And foul ball. That's outside.
No, that's out.
Ball 1. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Fights it off. He'll see another. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Rooker takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB. gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
2 on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Here comes an 0-2 to Judge.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
No, that's down. Ball.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Squirts away a little bit. Throw into third. Safe there. And we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
This to third, and that chance handled. That's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Wow.
In the air, right field. Judge towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Forced to cover a lot of ground to make the play over there, Chris. StatCast shows us what a challenge it was just to get to that ball.
Yeah, he covered more than 110 feet before hauling that thing in on the run, and just showing good instincts off the bat, man. And he took a great route to get there in time. That's pretty special. He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That missed. That's a ball.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. The Yanks leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And the 3-1. Fouled off left side. Payoff pitch. Payoff pitch. This one chopped up the middle. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Cubs, The designated hitter, Eugenio
Suarez up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
There's the strike. Bregman takes downstairs. Suarez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Good job to fight that one off. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-1. That smash towards center. Crow Armstrong on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28.
Next to hit, Austin Wells. In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Pitch misses.
Nope,
ball 3. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and
Yankees,
just 1 out.
The first baseman, number 22, Ben Wright.
The Yankees trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back.
He's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. He was late there, strike 1. Now. On the ground, 2 ball. To Horner in second for 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner. Well, they've made him really work in this one. His 100th pitch coming in just the 5th inning.
Volpe off the first with 2 away. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Spencer Jones. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. 2 on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. Strike 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And now it's 1-2.
That's the ball.
Swinging, it's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Cubs 1. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Welcome back to this rubber match. A bit of a blowout at this point, but plenty of game left.
Comeback story on tap. Everyone loves some drama down the stretch. You win this one, you leave the park feeling like you accomplished something special. You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
0-1 down.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
You know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Foul ball. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
That's
really
the ball.
Good slider.
Outside.
He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out.
The batter, number 7.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Swanson batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That misses.
Ball outside.
And the count even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 here. Two down, nobody on. Just
ball.
missed.
That's outside.
Got him swinging. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. And now, Matt Chapman.
The third baseman,
Jacob Webb on to pitch out of the pen here.
Now
well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Webb.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Two down, bases empty. And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Jazz goes down on strikes. So the Yanks go in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees,
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Blackburn.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Moises Ballesteros.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Ball.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. That one to first. Rice. He'll do it himself. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
For the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Warren warming up as well.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The Yanks leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good eye right there. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Base knock, center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder.
Here's Mike Trout, hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pro Armstrong leads off first with one away. And that's a little bit high.
That's a ball.
And the count now 2-0. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. He will score. 3-run game. It's 5-2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
That missed. That's a ball.
Runner at second here, one gone. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Here's a 2-2. Just misses with that one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Paul Blackburn departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
So they turn things over to the righty, Camilo Doval.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
So runner at second, 2 down. Eugenio Suarez. The next come to hit, 1 for 2.
Suarez.
That's the ball. Man on second, 2 down. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That's a ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 5 and the Cubs 2. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Here at Wrigley Field, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Ball inside.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The 2-1. And there's a strike to Giancarlo Stanton. Two now. And there's a ball. This one popped up. Hoskins has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Hee-haw!
Yankees up by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there. 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Rice
Ball,
at the
that's
plate
low.
now. That's ball 1. Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Center field. Crow Armstrong under it, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 5 and the Cubs 2.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher for the Yankees,
number 64,
Tony Santillan.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman number 3, Alex Bregman.
That one drilled left field. Fair ball. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
Fought off foul. Bregman on at first, nobody out. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Here comes Bregman around third. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Really important at bat coming up now.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Has grounded out a couple of times.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The Yankees holding on to a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. He's trying for third. Strike in there. Bounces in and he's safe. And that makes it 60 steals for him on the season. Tying run at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count. No outs. Runner over at third.
that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The tying run at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Ball.
The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
That one outside. Full combat. Dansby Swanson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the K.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
One away with a runner at third. And now it's even up. And it's fouled off. Two now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two now. Stays alive. Two on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. You'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Full count now. Moises Ballesteros in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Now a pop-up on the infield. Brings it in. 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tony Santillan done for the afternoon. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
Here's the catcher, Moises Ballesteros.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Outside low, ball 1. Two outs with a runner at third.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but how many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone? And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Next one off the plate inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Catches the corner. This one in the air, right field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We look ahead to inning number 8. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here at the ballpark, the final chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a series, every moment feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And that's downstairs and outside. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. And that skips into dirt. Good job to fight that one off. 3-2 on the way. Got him looking for the third. That was pretty nasty.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
In for a strike. 0-1.
Ball. Ball.
Just missed.
Ball.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And it remains 5-3. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
To third, and that's just foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches. 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2007. The 0-2. Hit in the air, left field. Caballero under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Mike Trout.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Ball.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The Yanks up by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Brent Rooker, the next Cub to hit.
The right fielder, Brent Rooker.
A little bit low.
Ball.
And that's ball one. Two down, nobody on.
Bam!
Here's a 1-1. On the ground.
That's foul.
And foul ball.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Got him. That's out number 3. Cubs are down quietly. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching for
Here
the
comes a
Cubs.
new arm for the Cubs.
Number
Riley
60.
Martin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ball. That's a ball.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
Ball.
Here's a 3-0. That one misses.
Ball four. Take
So
your bait.
lead off walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
In the air, left side. Trout gets under it. He makes the grab.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Trout drops steps, heads back on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Fly ball to right center. Dives, and he can't hang on. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well.
So a man aboard, Austin Wells, the next to hit. 1 for 4 with a double.
Hey, ha!
Stanton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a strike. Attacked with the sweeper. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the door. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 6-3. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees.
back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Leading off for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. The 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. The 2-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. The Yankees trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. There's a 1-2. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and it goes just foul. Another 1-2 on the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. That one missed. Up the middle. Jazz tosses to first. Cubbies with only one out left.
Number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
So here's Horner now. Outside low, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
That miss, that's the ball.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Flares it into the outfield. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.